I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Members of the Middletown City Fire Department needed to be two places at once early this morning as a pair of residential fires erupted just minutes apart. Shortly after 2 a.m., firemen got the call of a fire inside a multifamily apartment house at number 12 Grant Street. That two-alarm blaze damaged much of the interior of the building. There were no reports of injuries. But while department members were setting up their firefight at that location, a call came in for another house fire not far away at number 11 Ridge Street. The three-alarm fire there in that two-family house broke out in a second-story bathroom, then spread to the attic and then into the second apartment. All the occupants got out safely, but one firefighter fell, suffered a shoulder injury, and was taken by ambulance to Orange Regional Medical Center. The cause of both fires remain under investigation. Middletown Assistant Chief Tom Amodio said he couldn't remember getting back-to-back fire calls within such a short period of time. It's not good news for Sullivan County officials who've been trying to get a development project off the ground for the long-closed Apollo Mall site in Monticello. County Manager David Fanslow announced today that the company chosen to redevelop the Apollo property has backed out. The Chancellor Livingston firm, featuring developers Michael Kaplan and Henry Zapata, has informed the county that it has withdrawn its proposal. Their plans had included a retail center complete with big box stores. Legislators say they'll now consider other possible options. An Orange County grand jury will begin a review of the volatile Newburgh police shooting case now that Governor Cuomo's office has informed Newburgh city officials that they won't be providing a special prosecutor to handle the investigation. 22-year-old Michael Lemhart was shot and killed during a confrontation with city police officers March 7th. Police say Lemhart lunged at them with a knife while they were attempting to take him into custody.
No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!
Yesterday, Lemhart's family members and relatives gathered outside City Hall to peacefully protest the governor's decision. Councilman Curly Dillard said the city should now reach out to federal authorities to try to get an outside investigator brought in. The county grand jury probe will begin once forensics reports are completed by the medical examiner's office. Those opposed to the demolition of the now closed Orange County Government Center say they have a repair cost estimate that's much lower than the one the county got from its consulting firm. The citizens group pushing for the building's restoration say Westchester County companies produced a repair and renovation estimate of just over $35 million, almost half the figure the county's consultants have come up with. Their estimate does include a 22,000 square foot addition and exterior wall replacement, two project items the opponents believe are unnecessary. A public hearing will be held tomorrow on Orange County Executive Ed Diana's $75 million government center building replacement plan. Reporter Chris McKenna will have more on the repair estimate developments in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. After absentee ballots were counted earlier today, Republican Carmen Rue and Democrat Larissa Bennett were declared the winners of the two trustee seats in the village of Monticello by the Sullivan County Board of Elections. After last week's village election, Shannon Jackson Daniel had been within 10 votes of Bennett, but Elections Commissioner Rodney Gable said today's absentee vote count did not change the election night result. 3 people were arrested following an early morning raid at a suspected drug house in the town of Newburgh. Police hit the Russo Drive home of 44-year-old Michael Knight, who's been charged with felony possession. Lesser drug possession counts were lodged against 18-year-old Bailey Rolfus of Monroe and 20-year-old Michelle Labardi of Middletown. Their arrest capped a 3-week investigation into the sale of heroin and illegal prescription meds from the apartment. The man who operated this walk-in clinic in Woodstock has agreed to halt his practice pending the results of a federal investigation. Dr. Wayne Longmorn is accused of illegally prescribing thousands of painkiller medications to patients who had no legitimate need for the drugs. Dr. Longmore has signed a consent order with the state health department, agreeing to voluntarily suspend his practice. A federal inquiry began 3 years ago when pharmacies tipped off authorities to the high number of powerful painkillers Dr. Longmore was prescribing. They say it's not enough. Officials with the group Alliance for Quality Education say the restoration of $805 million in state aid to public schools part of the state budget agreement reached by the governor and legislative leaders, doesn't do enough to reverse the damage being done to our schools by the policies in Albany, and will not prevent most classroom cuts the districts will be making in the coming academic year. The Alliance will be holding a news conference Thursday afternoon at Kingston High School, where the school board has come up with a tentative budget requiring more than $6 million worth of cuts. And good luck to the 30 students from Newburgh Free Academy who are taking their homemade solar and electric-powered vehicles to this weekend's Shell Eco Marathon in Houston, Texas. The team is entering the competition with 4 vehicles, 2 fully electric and 2 solar. The emphasis of the races is to have the most energy-efficient vehicles. Last year, the NFA team brought home second and third place trophies. Here's something to make you really jealous. Recent winners in the gasoline-powered category vehicles got more than 2,500 miles per gallon. Dream on. Looks like the month of March will end with normal temperatures for this time of year, not the unusually warm weather we enjoyed last week. Wednesday will be partly cloudy. The highs will reach the mid-50s. Friday should be mostly sunny, with temperatures once again topping out around 55 degrees. Keep tabs on breaking news throughout the day right here at Record Online, and get a complete look at all the news, sports, and features in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.